G'day guys, here's my daily scan, and my job is to highlight some opportunities and potentially look for potential setups, and from the short term or the long term as well. So let's have a look at Bitcoin as a start. So Bitcoin, looking at Bitcoin, what it is this a 15-minute, done a nice pullback, potentially a resistance level there. So just got to see this pullback a bit deeper would be nice. So I'll be interested in probably the 1 hour here. So the 1 hour is probably a good one to see if it pulls back to this pocket. It's already done the wick, so it's pretty bullish, but we'll see. Then we might have to trade the 15-minute, and if this was to break this level here, let's change that color. I do think it could work that way up, or just come down one more level, will be nice, to this area here, and see if there's an opportunity there. So if we look on the 1 hour, it looks nice. It's a good cradle setup. On the 4 hour, let's have a look at the 4 hour. It's not the best. 4 hour gives us, let's look at the MACD. MACD's okay. It's not the best. It's a bit of a bearish divergence on the 4 hour, but definitely okay on the 1 hour. No bearish divergence there. The 1 hour looks good, and we'll see how we go. So just wait for the pullback or breakout trade. It's a bit more time to go. Now let's look at Luna. Luna, I have this line and what looks like to be, on a small time frame, potential work. Yeah, so it can work if it can work its way up here. So what we had is a pullback, one attempt, pullback, second attempt. So if it can work its way here to this breakout, we might be able to have a breakout trade and see how we go. At least take some profit from this level to there, 1 to 1, and then if it goes up more, we'll go with it. So yeah, I'm looking to Luna to pretty much look for bounce there and see testing this line over. Let's look at the next one. Now we're looking at theta or bond theta, and using FTX because it's got more history. As you can see, it's a big nice uptrend, and what we have is a recovery, nice breakout from this formation, and this formation has many highs to go. So what we have here right now is a nice level of support right there. Will make it that deep? Probably not. But let's see how this goes. Let's put the fib onto this and just play it out. So that 0.302 level seems to be area of interest at the moment, and previous support as well, or resistance level. So that's all right. Just need to, the 8-hour looks okay. We just need to see a bullish candle of some sort before we make that move. The 16-hour is pretty much the same. Another 13 hours to go. With the 8-hour, we've got another 5 hours to go to see how this candle turns out to be. So what we're seeing is small candles coming down, and what we want to do is see the candles get smaller, and then potentially a slightly reversal candle, like a hammer or something like that, on this 8-hour. So I think that's coming along well, and we'll just wait and see. Now moving on to FTM. Now for FTM or Phantom, we can see that how previous resistance is now acting as support, and it's a good level. Let's just move this right to this level here, and it does make sense up to a point. It's not the clearest chart. Yep, that's fine. That still makes sense there. And what we're seeing is we're starting to get a trend: lower, higher lows, higher lows, higher high. So the trend's coming in, and this is hopefully another move to the upside. But similarly, we need to see something bullish in the 8-hour or the 16 hours. So it's coming along. We've still got plenty of time to check that out. Moving on to the next one. So next is Ethereum. We can see that this is a nice resistance level, and we had a breakout. Looking for the retest. Really nice setup actually. And what we want to see is a nice bullish candle forming on top of this for the reversal. And so far, we got the 10 to 20 moving average. So the 8-hour, I'm pretty interested in the 1 hour. If we look at the 4 hour, 4 hours pretty much the same as well. So and we have convergence and convergence on the 1 hour. So the 1 hour is a bit more interesting for me, and potentially it's not that it is, but this could be some sort of inverse head and shoulders. So this retest can really make it so it's going to really test this, and then it can potentially go really high. So don't miss out on this one. Let's just see how this turns out, but it's definitely a clear level of resistance that it's broken up, done a nice move to the upside, and now it's pulling back. And I dare say that this will be similar to Bitcoin on the 1 hour, where it just pulls back a bit, and it's a good opportunity. So still a bit time to go. On the 4 hour, we'll probably use 2 hour there. See if the 2 hours, the 2 hours are also good. Why? Because the candles are roughly consistent. What we're looking for, probably like to see, well, this is bullish because it's in the upper quadrant. So everything's looking good with the Ethereum. Now let's move on to the next one. The next one we're looking at is Bitcoin Cash. Surprisingly, it's actually got a nice structure to it. Just came to my attention recently. So what we can see here is pretty much a nice, potentially a cup or V shape, and a continuation pattern, and pretty much it didn't really do the retest. So this pullback is going to be really in this area quadrant. That will be interesting. Let's have a test on it. Let's have a look at if it's what is that roughly. If we ignore the wicks, the target should be higher, definitely, based on that structure. So it's got more to go, I believe, and even more. So looking at Bitcoin Cash, looking on the 4 hour, it is looking nice. Although this is on the 4 hour, on the 2 hour, it's looking bearish. Let's look at the 4 hour, pull back. Yep, so a bit of an inverted hammer. What I'll be interested in to see here is this level to the top. Somewhere in this section here. So we're already coming to that level. So this level here is an area of interest to me because it quotes to the 10 and 20 moving average. The MACD is convergent. Fib levels are aligned. Moving averages are aligned. So a lot of things are going to tick in the box. Now we just got to see how this pulls back and see how deep it pulls back to see that bullish cradle opportunity. So Bitcoin Cash is one of those good ones so far. Moving on, let's look at the next. Now Dodge. Dodge is looking good as well. It's pulling back, and the 1 hour is not. Actually, the 1 hour. Let's see. No, the 1 hour is not good because of the MACD. So I would like to see the 2 hour. The 2 hour looks good. So what we're looking for now, actually, it's a pretty good chart. It's pulling into the 0.618 range. That's great. Let's see the next one. Yeah, so this level definitely is an area of interest to me. And so Dodge can really do well, and we need to keep an eye on that. Yeah, definitely. So I'll be using the 2 hour, and if it fails there, I'll be using the 4 hour for this area here. So the 2 hour fails, I'll look at the 4 hour, and that is also a conversion as well. Moving on to the next, EGDL. So EGLD got this level of resistance, and potentially, so we got one touch, two touches. So for two touches, 1, 2, pulling back, looking for the third touch, and we'll keep an eye on that. Also, you can potentially have a look at a breakout trade 1-to-1. This might pull back down a bit more before it goes back up, so that's a good opportunity as well. Let's look at it closer. Definitely. So that's a 1 there, 2 there, third touch. Could potentially go down a bit further and then back up. So there's a potential opportunity to trade it downwards at this point, and then later on when it comes back up, you might be able to see that level, watching that top level to break out. So there's and you can see here, potential triangle formation, beautiful. So that area will be interesting for me to go along, and that area. So EGDL is, so Bitcoin Cash and EGDL are looking to trades that are really looking strong. And now let's go to OG MBTC. Let's do that again. OMG BTC. Okay, so this is, as you can see, it's done a real good run. And what I want to do is look at the 4 hour. And wasted opportunity, missed it out. But that was definitely an opportunity to break that trade. We had this level, and there was no retest. So this is looking going down south. Bearish. Too late to trade that. And if I also have any interest in this for a bounce, it will probably be around this area here. Got to this area here, could be a potential area of support. As you can see, this is dropped. So let's see how it works out there. We've got the other indicators to see if it gives us support. But definitely, time to wait for that one. Got a fair bit of time. Moving on to the next. So let's look at Solana. Okay, so Solana. Let's look at the 8 hour chart. 8 hour chart, you can see that this level has a confluence of strong resistance and support all along the way. So that will be my area of interest. This was the pullback for the 8 hour, and you can see that it's pretty much going down. Here, if we look on the short time frame, let's look at the 2 hour, and it's not really the most favorable setup, but you can, we want to see a bit of a bounce and work its way to this line before it breaks down. So it's not the easiest one to trade at this point, but I do definitely see this coming down. But we want to get the entry right. So let's see how we go with that. It's not long, so it's next 2 hours or so. That's one touch. It's aggressively dropping. So let's see how this goes. We want to see this bounce again, and then potentially work its way down. We need to watch it and watch this bigger time frame. Moving on to the very last one. And let's just go through some of my alerts and see if they can help us out. This one's a bit sporadic. No, not good. bit of work to do. This level. So that might be a level that we can find a breakout coming down the line. So this is front against Bitcoin on the 30 minutes. If it works its way up, a few more touches. So it's got a lot of work to do. So the 1 touch, 2 touches, 3 touches. Let's keep an eye on this. So front is another one. Oh god, 5. Oh, I didn't. Missed that one. Bummer. Did it give us a chance? Let's look on the small time frame. No. That's just crazy. Oh well, I can see why. It's been flatlined for a long time. Oh well. FTT looking really bearish against Bitcoin. And no interest. Sushi. Okay, so sushi. Sushi doesn't really have a good trend. And what we can do is just keep an eye on this line and see how the touches go. No. Wow. Another one that we missed. Some of these are real surprises. No, there's nothing there to trade at this point. I can see a pullback. Gas, no. Yeah, I've been away for Link for a long time. It's a bit disappointing on this performance. However, let's see on a bigger picture. On the daily, let's see what it's doing. Okay. So what looks like to me is it's found support here, right there. So what I want to do is see a bullish candle. See the MACD turning around. Like to see this on a small time frame. Let's see what it does. The 4 hour still going down, although we have a bit of a bullish divergence there. Yeah, not much there to work with. And let's wrap it up at that, guys. So that's all I got for now, and I'll talk to you soon. Cheers.